Welcome to Webb City Cardinals Baseball on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Webb City Cardinals. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
Good afternoon and welcome to Barnes Field here on the campus of Webb City High School as we get set for Cardinal baseball here this afternoon on the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinal Sports Network as your Cardinals welcome the Parkview Vikings. Along with studio producer Luke Taylor back in our KNEO studios, Tim Workman along with Will Hedrick here to bring you this afternoon's ball game. Well, Webb City is back at home to take on the Vikings today, still seeking their first conference win. Parkview comes to the game and they are winless 0-17 on the year. On Tuesday, the Cardinals fell to 0-3 in conference play with a 16-3 loss to the number 2 ranked Willard Tigers. That was on Monday. Willard scored in each inning in turning back the Cardinals. The Cardinals got their 3 runs in the 4th inning. Mason Young reached on an error and then later scored on an RBI ground out from Cohen Epler. Braden Strickland drove in the final 2 runs with a 2-out double as he scored Carson Myers and Hudson Bird. Myers 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Tate Lewis took the loss as the Cardinals were forced to use 3 different pitchers in the 5-inning setback. But today it's the Parkview Vikings on Senior Day, and we'll be back here to tell you more about it. You've been listening to the Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by Burpo Family Chiropractic, Express RX in Webb City, and Who Hot Mongolian Grill. You're listening to the Cardinal pregame here on the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinal Sports Network. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives.
Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Who Hot Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at whohot.com.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-thru, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Back here at Webb City as we continue our countdown to first pitch, which is moments away as the national anthem is just getting wrapped up. We're going to have the keys to winning here. Sponsored by Missouri Southern State University. Qualifying first-time freshmen are eligible to receive up to $20,000 in scholarships automatically at Missouri Southern State University. Learn more at mssu.edu/mosomerit and apply today. And with those keys, we'll bring in Will Hedrick.
Well, our key's pretty simple today, and your keys to winning for really any time you're going up against a team that is struggling to how Parkview is, your key is pretty simple. You don't want to treat this game any differently from whoever you're playing, whether you're playing Willard, whether you're playing Carthage, whether you're playing Parkview. You're going to treat the game the exact same. So you don't want to, take any plays off. You don't want to treat this game any differently. You're going to go out and you're going to play with the same intensity that you always would, and you're going to find a way to get a win.
Those keys have been brought to you by Missouri Southern State University. And now Parkview will be coming up with Mason, and they will face Mason Young getting the start today. The right-hander, this will be his 5th start on the year. He has gone 18 2/3 innings. Has 1 win on the season. Jermaine Townsend, the Parkview catcher, now striding to the plate. He will be in there on the right side as Mason Young is set to deliver the first pitch of the day, and he's going to miss outside for ball 1 as the game just a few minutes late here after senior night activities get started at 4:33. 72 degrees, mostly sunny skies. The next pitch from Young, also missing, ball 2. The Cardinals dressed in their all whites with red trim. Parkview in road grays. This pitch on the inside corner for a strike, 2-1. Parkview, a very limited lineup, only has 12 players making the trip today. This one bounced down to third. Piet with the backhand and throws across to Renfro in time. 1 away. We'll get you the defensive lineup here in just 1 second.
Shortstop number 1, Cooper.
As the shortstop, Cooper Bullock, will come to the plate. For the Cardinals today in the infield is Landon Piet, Cohen Epler, Hudson Bird, Brock Renfro, and all senior infield. First pitch from Young to Townsend upstairs for ball 1. In the outfield, it goes Eggleston, Young, and Beverlin from left to right. Young throwing to his catcher, Bard. A soft liner over the top of Hudson Bird out into right center. And Parkview gets a base hit here with 1 out in the first inning.
The center fielder, number 6,
Aiden Tesaro, the center fielder for the Vikings, is up next. A left-handed hitter. As Young now will have to work from the stretch. Wind blowing in from left field across to the right field line. Young from the stretch pitches a bunt back to Young, who's going to turn and go to first. That's out number 2. Bullock will advance down to second.
pitcher, number 25, Mason Seiler.
Mason Seiler, the pitcher today for the Parkview Vikings, up next. 2 outs in the inning. Bard flashes signs out to Young, who now comes set at the belt. He pitches. Curveball that Seiler swung at half-heartedly and missed. 0-1. Had him fooled on that pitch. Bullock leads away from second. On there with a base hit. Another curveball, this time he lays off. 1-1. Seiler will be the Viking pitcher when they head out onto defense. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on an inside fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mason Young has struck out 17 so far in his 25 season. Breaking pitch grounded down to third. Piet dives on it. Deflected over to Epler. Long throw across. And it's not going to be picked up over there, as the Vikings now have 2 on, as that was kind of a... Piet made the effort, deflected off his glove. Epler picked it up and threw it across, not in time, so another hit for the Vikings. Runners now first and third is Alessandro Danko. Up there now. First pitch he sees. Late on the fastball for a strike. The Parkview 2 hits here to open the game. Have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Young's curveball pulled foul towards the Cardinal dugout. 0-2. Prior to the game, 9 seniors on this year's team were celebrated. We'll run through them in our half of the inning. And a strike on the outside corner, and the inning comes to a close. But Vikings come up with 2 hits they strand to. After half an inning, we're still scoreless. You're listening to the KNEO on the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Agency is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency has served the area since 1945 and is located at 108 North Main in Webb City, offering insurance plans including auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, call 417-673-1242 or online at roderickinsuranceagency.com. Also supporting the Cardinals, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvest Wealth Management, Snodgrass Collision Center, along with Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Who Hot Mongolian Grill, and Price Family Insurance and Financial Services.
The Cardinals will send up Andrew Young to lead off here today. Young leading in most of the offensive categories for the Cardinals with a .415 batting average. has 27 hits. 3 of those have been triples. He scored 18 runs and has driven in 6. Also, 16 stolen bases on the season for Andrew.
Leading off, the senior, number 6, Andrew Young.
He will face a right-hander in Seiler. Young in his customary left-handed batter's box. Swings in the first pitch and fouls it back off the umpire. Strike 1. We'll take a moment here for him to adjust his helmet. And move his head left to right a couple of times as that foul tip came directly up at him.
Also supporting the Cardinals, Missouri Southern State University, the Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, along with Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformation, Nick Meyer CPA, and Crowder College.
All right. Home plate umpire nods his head and says we're ready to go, and the 0-1 pitch here from Seiler. Upstairs, 1-1. Parkview, as I mentioned, 0-17 on the year, 0-2 in the conference. The Cardinals, 9-11, have an 0-3 conference record. Missing outside, 2-1. In the West Division of the COC, the Cardinals are looking up at Carthage and Willard. Joplin all undefeated so far. Pitch missing inside, 3-1. Carthage with 3 wins, Willard with 2, Joplin with 1. As there's some teams still trying to work around some weather problems and get some games in. That pitch upstairs, Young is going to draw a walk. Brock Renfro now coming to the plate.
The senior, number 7, Brock Renfro.
Renfro had his streak of reaching base each game come to an end on Monday, but he's batting .339 on the year, 20 base hits, and has driven in a team-high 12. Batting in the number 2 slot this afternoon as the Cardinals try to get their seniors into the game. Andrew Young off with the pitch. That'll be a strike to Renfro. Andrew Young down to second base without a throw. So it didn't take long for the Cardinals to get somebody into scoring position. The 1-0 pitch, Renfro taps out into short top by a second baseman who's coming up with the play and not going to get there as it dropped it out of his glove. The Cardinals have 2 on. Young staying at second base.
The senior, number 11, Luke Beverlin.
Luke Beverlin now in the bat. 2 runners on here with nobody out in the first inning. Beverlin 243 on the season. The runners are off on the pitch. Curveball, missing outside, no throw, and everybody moves up 90 feet. So the Cardinals wasting no time with the running game today. The 1-0 pitch to Beverlin, and that's going to hit him. So now the Cardinals have bases loaded. Nobody out, and still looking for their first hit of the day as they have reached on a walk, an error, and a hit batter. Mason Young, one of the non-seniors in the starting lineup today, as he is the one chosen to pitch. Takes that first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Young, 283 on the season with 15 hits, 3 doubles to his credit. 0-1 pitch from Seiler. Curveball is going to be drilled out to the shortstop, caught on a line, and all the runners retreat. So Young lines out for the out, number 1.
Senior, number 12,
Cohen Epler. back at shortstop today. Batting here in the 5th spot. 1 out here, and bases still loaded. Epler takes a curveball upstairs, ball 1. A few high clouds in the sky. Pleasant afternoon here at the ballpark. Epler puts a charge into this out into left center, but Tesaro reaches over and grabs it. It's going to be deep enough to score a run, and the Cardinals break on top 1-0. And now the ball gets away from the infield, and Renfro is going to come on home with the second run. So the Cardinals get 1 run on the sacrifice, and then another run on the throwing error.
Senior, number 3, Hudson Bird.
Beverlin out at second base. Hudson Bird to the plate. And the first pitch to him inside. Ball 1, the Cardinals here with a quick 2-0 lead. The 1-0 to Bird. Fastball. Going to catch the outside corner for a strike. 1-1. Beverlin still on down there at second base. 2 runs in. Fastball drilled right up the middle. Base hit. Tesaro's going to pick it up. They are going to hold Beverlin at third. Runners at the corners for Brody Eggleston.
The senior, number 16, Brody Eggleston.
Eggleston, left fielder today, with an opportunity here to drive in another run. So Bird with the first base hit of the day for the Cardinals. He's off and running on the pitch. Eggleston takes a strike. 2 runners now in scoring position with the stolen base by Bird. The 0-1 to Eggleston. Swing and a miss at a pitch inside. 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count here on Eggleston. Curveball pulled down to third. Noddle up with it. Across to first in time, and the bottom of the first comes to a close. But the Cardinals get 2 runs on a single hit, 2 Viking errors. They strand 2 after 1 complete. 2-0 Webb City. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go Cards!
Snodgrass Collision Center is honored to serve the area and support our local schools. Located at 1604 East 4th Street in Joplin and specializes in complete body and frame repair, 4-wheel alignment, and paintless dent repair. Snodgrass Collision Center, 781-7774, proud to support the Webb City Cardinals in tonight's game.
Webb City, 2 runs in the bottom of the first, have a 2-0 lead as we head to the top of the second with the number 6 hitter in the Viking lineup, and that would be Tice Heslin, first baseman for the Vikings.
Tice Heslin.
Young now staked to a 2-0 lead. Delivers the first pitch here to Heslin. Fastball. Strike one. After Heslin would be Noddle and Parsons. The 0-1 pitch. Off speed, missing down low. 1-1 the count. Back to our COC standings on the east side. Nixa, Kickapoo, and Glendale, all 2-0, are leading the East Division of the COC. The 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Cardinals on the road tomorrow night as they'll travel down to Springdale, and then an early Saturday morning game at Branson with a 10 o'clock start there on Saturday. Upstairs, 3-1. That game had to be scheduled in the morning as Branson has their prom that evening. 3-1 the count. Young now pumps a fastball right down the middle, running the count full. He steps off momentarily, and now he's back on. The 3-2 pitch on the inside corner, and that will be the second strikeout by Young as Heslin goes down looking.
Playing third base, number 11, Braden Noddle.
Braden Noddle, the third baseman for the Vikings, climbs in there on the right side. One out here in the top of the second. Fastball inner half for a strike. It's now Young starting to gather his control a little better. Breaking pitch stayed inside, 1-1. In the lineup today, 7 seniors in the field. Off speed missing, 2-1. The other 2 seniors that may not make it into the game would be Landon Fletcher, who is scheduled for the start tomorrow night, and Austin Miller, another Cardinal pitcher. Outside, 3-1. So Coach Doning getting all of his position seniors into the game. The 3-1 pitch. Swung at and missed by Noddle. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. A swing and a miss, and now that's 3 strikeouts in a row to this inning for Young. Sending up Jackson Parsons, the designated hitter for the Vikings.
The designated hitter, number 27, Jackson Parsons.
2 outs. Parsons, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. Where's number 27? First pitch he sees, a called strike. The last hitter in the Viking lineup, Nick Skelton, waits on deck. Breaking pitch this time is a strike. 0-2 the count. The 0-2 pitch, and he's going to hit him. That breaking pitch started inside and never got any better, as it's going to hit Parsons up in the shoulders.
Second base, number 3.
Sending up Nick Skelton. Second baseman for the Vikings bats from the left side. First pitch he sees from Young. Upstairs, ball 1. Young with a look over at Parsons at first. Now delivers. And he hits Skelton. So now back-to-back Vikings have been plunked by Young. That'll return the Vikings to the top of their lineup and their catcher, Jermaine Townsend. A lot of activity around the campus today as we have a couple of games being played by other schools using our facilities with weather problems at their spot. Liberal and Riverton on our softball field. Will be followed by Liberal and Riverton playing baseball here after this game's over. Foul down the right field line and out of play for strike one off the bat of Townsend. And then tomorrow, the Cardinals are hosting their own track meet. So if you'd like to come out and watch some track and field, the field events start at 3 and the running events start at 4:30. So a chance to come out and catch the track and field squad this year for the Cardinals. Outside 1-1. As I mentioned, the Cardinals themselves, the baseball team, on the road at Springdale. Outside 2-1. As the days get shorter here in the semester, no events on Monday night as seniors have their own night where scholarship award winners will be announced. So always a big event for the current crop of seniors as they'll find out what kind of financial support they may have available as the foundation, Webb City Foundation, helps in the distribution of about $75,000 worth of scholarships to each graduating senior. So a big shout out to the foundation for continuing their support of our students.
While we've got a second here, want to remind you that the Northwest Arkansas Naturals return home to Arvest Ballpark on Tuesday, May 6th, as they begin a 6-game homestand versus the Wichita Wind Surge that goes through Sunday, May 11th. For ticket information, visit nwanaturals.com, a supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. Also want to remind you to download the KNEO iPhone or Android phone app at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club.
Had a little momentary pause there as pitching coach Luber came out to talk to Young. 2-1 the count on Townsend. Fastball pulled into the hole. Epler backhands, going to take the short throw over to third, and the inning comes to an end. So the Vikings strand 2 more. They've now left 4. After an inning and a half, it's 2-0 Cardinals. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Body and Soul Transformation, located at 1703 Falcon Suite C in Webb City, is a 10,000 square foot, 24-hour fitness center and specialized personal training facility. They offer a variety of group fitness classes. They now accept silver sneakers and have classes for seniors. They also hold kids and youth events. They have something to offer everyone in the family and even have a kids zone for busy parents. Body and Soul Transformation in Webb City, 417-553-0757 or online at bodysoultransformation.com.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Supporting the Cardinals is Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. Baker Davis Roderick provides payroll, bookkeeping, and bill payment services for churches and small businesses. Baker Davis Roderick is located at 920 East 15th Street in Joplin. For more information, 417-782-0829 or online at www.bdrcpas.com.
We get set here for the bottom of the second as it's taking a little longer to get the warm-up tosses started as the Viking catcher made the last out, so it took him a while to get suited back up in his armor. Cardinals will send up number 8 and 9 as Bryson Bard And Landon Piet will hit for the first time, and then back to the top of the lineup. The Cardinals working with a 2-0 lead here as the second inning for the home team begins. Bard to the plate. Bard 5 hits on the season as he's taken over most of the catching duty with the injury to Mason Williams back in game 1. Squares to bunt, pushes this down. Pitcher's going to get up with it and make the toss over to first, 1 away. Landon Piet up next.
Third base, number 8, Landon Piet.
Piet playing third base today. On the right side, wearing number 8. The first pitch to the senior. Up and away, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Missing outside, 2-0. Cardinals got 2 runs in the first on 1 hit. 2 Viking errors. 3-0 as that pitch sails outside once again. This pitch taking all the way was Piet in for a strike. Three-1 the count. This pitch laced down the right field line and fair, and it's going to roll down into the corner as Pruitt is going to chase it all the way down into the corner. Piet rounding second will head into third, and he'll be there with his, well, he slides, but it would have been a stand-up triple, but he comes to rest on the third base bag. Back to the top of the lineup, Andrew Young.
Number 6, senior, Andrew
Walked
Young.
and scored his first time up. Now bats with a runner at third. Fastball pulled out to center field. Tesaro coming over, makes the catch. Deep enough though, Piet will come home with run number 3. So Young, sacrifice fly, puts another run on the board. Tesaro with a nice running catch of a backhand off his shoe tops for out number 2.
Senior, number 7,
Brock Renfro reached on an error his first at bat. Watches that first pitch miss, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch outside, ball 2. Webb City will be home next Tuesday as Ozark will come to town Thursday at Neosho. Fouled off on the right side, 2-1. A weekend game that has not been determined who it will be, as Nevada's had to stick a conference game in their schedule, so they're still looking for a fill-in, ball 3. And then the final week of the season, both Joplin and Hillcrest will come to town before district play starts. So the season getting closer to the end. Renfro chases a pitch way off the plate. Strike 2. Full count. And then districts will be in Kansas City the following week. The 3-2 pitch. Renfro pops it up and out of play. And the Cardinals in a bunch of 4 different teams trying to chase down the number 2 seed. The 3-2 pitch to Renfro, inside, ball 4. Renfro with a 2-out walk. Luke Beverlin hit by a pitch his first time up.
Senior, number 11, Luke Beverlin.
Steps in there on the right side. Renfro leading off of first. Not going. Beverlin checked his swing, but he went too far. Strike one. Seiler comes set at the letters. Fastball that Beverlin swings through. Strike two. Oh, and 2 the count. Renfro off with a pitch. Beverlin pops it out of play over the Viking dugout. 0 and 2. The count remains. Renfro rounded second, now retreats all the way back to first. Takes a deep breath. And now a couple of steps off into his lead. 0 and 2 to Beverlin. Fouled. And that catches a piece of the umpire once again. This time sounded like off his shin guards, so everybody gives him a moment to catch his breath, and now we're back and ready to go. The 0-2 pitch, Renfro off again. Down in the dirt. Nice stop by Townsend. 1 and 2 the count with Renfro now down there at second base. Beverlin has driven in 11 so far this year. Once again, fouling it out of play. Count remains 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. Backhand stop by Townsend. 2 and 2 the count. One run in so far here in the second inning for the Cardinals. Fouled straight back off the bat of Beverlin. Count still 2 and 2. Ball ricocheting halfway down the first baseline, so Seiler walks over and picks it up for himself. The 2-2 pitch. Renfro off. Beverlin lines it into left. The left fielder reaches up and pulls it in for the final out as Danko didn't have to move far to pull in that fly ball. So the Cardinals pick up one more. On one hit, they strand one. After 2 complete, it's 3-0 Webb City. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Supporting Webb City Cardinal Athletics is Webb City Florist and Greenhouse. They offer flower bouquets for all occasions, birthdays, anniversaries, and funerals. Find out more at Webb City Florist and Greenhouse at 417-673-3780. Other sponsors for this afternoon's ball game is the Big Nickel Prolube Maintenance Center, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs, Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformation, Nick Meyer CPA, and Crowder College. Mason Young finishing up his warm-up tosses. And for the third inning, here is Will Hedrick.
The Vikings will send up batters 2, 3, and 4. Starting off with Cooper Bullock. Mason Young, as Tim said, returning to the mound for his third inning of work. Cardinals lead 3-0 in the top of the third. The first pitch to Bullock. That one's going to be lined into center field down for a base hit. One pitch. Bullock was swinging, and he gets on base early. The third hit of the day for the Parkview Vikings.
Bullock now 2 for 2 on the day.
Now the number 3 hitter in the lineup, the lefty Aiden Tesaro. He'll line this one into right field. That'll be down for another base hit. So 2 pitches from Mason Young and 2 hits for the Vikings. They've got 2 runners on early now.
Number 25, Mason Seiler.
And now the pitcher, Mason Seiler, will come up to the plate. He singled his first time up back in the first inning. Young checks on his runner, now delivers that ball low and away, ball 1. The ball actually squirted away from Mason. He jogs off the mound, goes and grabs it. No runners moved anywhere. Young will take a slow stroll back up to the mound. Seiler is ready in the box. Now Young comes set. From the stretch, the 1-0 delivery. That ball outside, ball 2. Seiler now ready in the box. The 2-0 delivery. That one fouled back behind home plate. Strike 1. Mason now from the stretch. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. A high bouncing ball fielded by Epler. He'll step on second, throw to first, and they got the double play. A good play by Cohen Epler at shortstop, grabbing the ball, stepping on second, and a good throw and a good pick by Brock Renfro on first base.
On the play, Bullock does advance to third.
3, Alessandro Danko.
Danko struck out looking his first time up.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch, a breaking pitch for strike 1.
Epler had to be quick on that one, as that was a high bouncing ball and it took a while to get to him.
The 0-1 pitch, and that's going to hit Danko. That's the third hit batter from Mason Young. He hit 2 back-to-back batters last inning.
Number 34, Tice Heslin.
He puts runners on the corners now for the Vikings. Bullock at third, and now the left fielder Danko at first. 2 outs, though, in the top of the third inning. Batting now, Tice Heslin. That pitch low and away for ball 1. Wind still blowing out towards the first base foul pole. The 1-0 pitch. That one's right down the middle for strike 1. Young now comes set. The 1-1, a curveball in there for strike 2. Young shakes off the sign there. He nods at that one. He comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. They're going to say he went around. That'll be strike 3. Heslin strikes out for the second time. The Vikings, they got 2 hits, but they stranded 2 after a nifty double play from Cohen Epler. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Cardinals lead 3-0. Back here in 60 seconds, you're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
First pitch to Mason Young in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, a big swing and a miss. Strike 2, Mason Young is down in the count 0-2 quickly. Cohen Epler on deck, Hudson Bird in the hole for the Cardinals. That 0-2 delivery way outside, a good stop by Townsend. Jumping up and making that grab. Young steps in there now. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Line right back up the middle. Stopped by the second baseman before it went into center field. Wasn't hit very hard. The second baseman, Skelton, coming over, had a chance to make a play. It would have been a tough throw, turning back around, back to his lineup. We're going to send in a courtesy runner for the Cardinals. I believe that's Braden Strickland. We'll confirm that as soon as, yep, that's number 9, Braden Strickland. Cohen Epler now in there to take his next at bat. He had a sac fly his first time up. They're going to check on the runner at first. Strickland slides back in safely. Cohen Epler's sac fly scored Andrew Young. It was the first run. Strickland was off and running, but the ball fouled back over everybody's head. Strickland will jog back to first base. The count will go to 0-1. Check throw over to first base. Strickland back in safely. The pitch, a curveball, a little bit too far outside, ball 1. Next pitch outside for ball 2. A throw down to first base from the catcher Townsend, but Strickland able to get back quickly. The count goes to 2-1. The 2-1 delivery, a little bit too high, ball 3. The Cardinals leading 3-0 in the bottom of the third. No outs. A hit by Mason Young puts Strickland on first base as he is the courtesy runner. The pitch fouled over toward the Viking dugout. The count runs full. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 outside, and Cohen Epler will work a walk. That'll put 2 Cardinals on with no outs. Hudson Bird, the second baseman, singled his first time up. He'll check his call sheet, put it in his back pocket, and settle into the box now. He's going to square up to bunt early, and pitcher will step off, make sure he knows what to do. Bird squares up to bunt. Ball high, throw down to third base. They didn't get the tag. Strickland will slide in safely. It was a good throw. It was on time, but Strickland able to slide around it. It was a strike as Hudson did not pull his bat back. Now with 2 runners in scoring position, I expect him to be swinging away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A curveball outside part of the plate, strike 2. Oh. It's actually going to be strike 1. They're going to say that he did not square up. Ground ball to the second baseman, Skelton, and they're going to say that he beat out the throw.
The umpire in the field said the first baseman was pulled off the bag. So if that's going to be a case, it's going to be an error on the second baseman with the throw.
Parkview coach coming out to make sure he knows what's going on, and by the hand signals, that is what the field umpire was saying. He was swaying his hands as in a pushing motion to show that he was led off the bag, and the run did score. Braden Strickland did from third. Hudson Bird moved over to third. No, sorry, Cohen Epler moved over to third. Hudson moved to first, and now he moves to second as the ball gets past the catcher. And Cohen Epler comes home for another Cardinal run. Brody Eggleston, the Cardinal batter, he'll have a 1-0 count. Still with no outs. Cardinals have now put up 2 runs in this third inning. The next pitch outside, ball 2. The 2-0 pitch to Eggleston, a curveball in there, strike 1. The 2-1 pitch, another curveball turned on by Eggleston, lifted out to left center. That ball is going to get down in front of the center fielder who bobbles it. They're going to send Bird home. There's going to be no throw to the plate. And an RBI single from Brody Eggleston will put the Cardinals up 6-0, still with no outs in the bottom of the third inning.
Number 22, Bryson Bard.
Bard grounded or tapped back to the pitcher on an attempted bunt his first time up.
Eggleston is off with the pitch. There will be no throw down. It'll be a strike to Bard. The 0-1 pitch to him. Popped up on the right side of the field, out of play. Oh, and the first baseman couldn't quite hang on to it. It was in foul territory, not out of play. It was hit pretty high, and with that wind swirling, couldn't quite track it down and make the catch.
Well, the one thing he didn't do that you would like your first baseman to do is get back to where he thinks the ball is going to land. He was floating with it, and the wind, like you say, just kept pushing it farther and farther as he tried to time where the ball was coming down instead of actually getting to where it was landing.
The 0-2 pitch gets away from the catcher for a moment. Townsend able to quickly run over and grab it before Eggleston took off for third. It rolled over towards the third base side anyway. Would have been tough for Eggleston to get in. Now he goes to third. No throw down. He'll swipe third easily. And it'll be a 2-2 count now on Bard as the pitch was a little bit too outside. The 2-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss, and Bard will go down swinging. The first strikeout of the day for Sealer.
Senior, number 8, Landon Piet.
And now the number 9 hitter in the lineup, Landon Piet. He had a triple his first time up. A ball hit down into the right field corner. First pitch to him was in there for strike one. The 0-1 pitch grounded to the shortstop. Eggleston will come home, throw to first in time for the out. But Eggleston does score, pushing the Cardinal lead to 7-0. And back to the top of the lineup go the Cardinals with Andrew Young.
Andrew Young.
So with the bases clear, the first pitch to Young, inside ball one. The 1-0 pitch, that's going to plunk him. And he'll take a trot down to first base. And the Cardinals will now send up their first baseman, Brock Renfro.
Cardinals so far on the day with 10 stolen bases, the most they've had since they had 8 or better at Joplin in 2023.
Well, you can add one more to that as Andrew Young swipes second. The pitch to Renfro was a strike. Renfro's last time up, he worked his way into a walk. The time before that, he reached on an error. Andrew Young headed to third. No throw, so you can add another stolen base. Was in there for strike two, and we're going to have a quick mound visit.
This may be about holding runners on because at this point the Cardinals are just waiting for him to come set. His only focus is to make the pitch, so that may be the conversation here now is Eggleston now with 4 stolen bases. Andrew Elwell, the last to do that in that game, same game against Joplin back on May 2nd of 2023.
Well, Sealer's thrown a total of 70 pitches already. We're just 3 innings in. The umpire's going to work his way out to the mound. And the huddle on The mound has broken up. Coach is headed back to the dugout. Players returning to their positions.
Renfro is down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes.
He's in the batter's box, waving his bat. Now he comes set. The 0-2 pitch. Low and away, ball 1. A good stop by the catcher Townsend once again. Here's the 1-2. That one's going to be sky high over towards the right side. It'll go out of play. Bouncing over there by the cars. The count will remain 1-2. Pitch grounded right back up the middle, and it gets through the glove of the second baseman Skeleton running over. And Brock Renfro will be on base once again, and the Cardinals put their 8th run up on the board.
Senior, number 11, Luke Beverlin.
And now the right fielder, Luke Beverlin, will come up to the plate. 2 outs. Cardinals have put up 5 already in this 3rd inning. A check throw on Brock Renfro. He was pretty close to the bag. He slid back in safely. Now he gets a little bit bigger of a lead. And Renfro is off and running. Throw down to second. That's going to go into center field. Renfro is going to come up chugging to third, and he'll be into third base standing up.
So another stolen base, and advancing to third on the air puts the Cardinals 90 feet closer to run number 9.
Sealer, he comes set now. The 0-1 pitch. Outside, a good stop by Townsend. The count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Beverlin. Just outside, ball 2. Throw back to the pitcher, bounced a little short, didn't go very far. Beverlin awaits in the box. Here's the 2-1. Up high, ball 3. The 3-1, that one's going to be in there for strike 2. The count now runs full on Beverlin.
Umpire may have forgot the count as he was pretty emphatic on the strike 2 call.
The 3-2, that one's going to be popped up high and out of play. Back behind us, it'll clank off of our roof. And the count will remain 3-2. The 3-2 to Beverlin. A curveball grounded right back up the middle off the second baseman's glove, although he was sliding, and I don't think a play would have been made even if he was able to field that cleanly. Cardinals now put up run number 9, and they have successfully batted back around. It is going to be a pinch hitter. It's going to be Austin Miller, pinch hitting for
23, Austin
Mason
Miller.
Young. First pitch to Miller. He's going to swing, and that one's going to be into right field for a base hit. Beverland headed to third. The first pitch to Austin Miller takes it to right field. Hit number 6 on the day for the Cardinals.
And I didn't know that Austin Miller had a at bat all year, so he goes up first pitch swinging and gets himself a knock.
Senior, number 12, Cohen Epler.
And back to Cohen Epler. His last at bat, he worked a walk, eventually came around to score one of the 6 runs this inning for the Cardinals. First pitch to him, this one is going to be popped up high on the infield. Skelton coming under it, and he drops it. Miller headed to third base. The ball rolls into right field. And a run does score, run number 10.
Senior, number 3, Hudson Bird.
Hudson Bird now, the second baseman, up once again. First pitch to him, fouled back to the screen.
Cardinals now have plated 7 runs this inning, giving them a total of 10. So we continue to bat in the home half of the third inning.
2 runs in the first inning, 1 in the second, 7 in the third. They lead 10-0. The 0-1 pitch to Bird. Pitch on the outside part of the plate, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on the corners. The 0-2 pitch to Bird. This one's going to be popped up and out of play. That was pitch number 85 for Sealer. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Here's now the 1-2. Popped foul once again. Umpire doesn't have any more baseballs. Asking for some extra ones. One comes from the Viking dugout. Hudson Bird settles back into the box, the right foot just in front of the back of the batter's box. The 1-2 pitch up and in towards the face, ball 2. Wind still blowing out towards the right field foul pole. The 2-2 to Bird. That one's going to be low and away, ball 3. The count runs full. This will be pitch number 90 for Sealer. The 3-2 pitch, Epler's off and running, and Bird is going to get rung up on a fastball on the inside part of the plate to finally end this third inning. The Cardinals put up 7 runs. They stranded 2. They lead 10-0. Back here in 60 seconds, the Vikings will come up to bat here on the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. with ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Naturals return home to Arvis Ballpark next Tuesday, May 6th, to begin a 6-game homestand with the Wichita Wind Surge that'll run through Sunday, May 11th. For ticket information, visit nwanaturals.com, a supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. Other sponsors today include Missouri Southern State University, Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, the NWA Naturals, Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvest Wealth Management, Snodgrass Collision Center, and to the top half of the fourth. And once again, here's Will.
The Vikings will send up batters 7, 8, and 9, starting with Braden Noddle. First pitch to him, outside ball 1 from Mason Young, who returns for his 4th inning of work. Noddle, the third baseman, struck out swinging his first time up. Second pitch to him over the plate for strike 1. The 1-1 delivery, outside ball 2. Mason Young at 49 pitches. This will be his 50th. And it's a good one across the plate for strike 2.
He kind of has an odd pitching line at this point. 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, but he's hit 3 batters.
The 2-2 pitch. Low and away, ball 3. The count runs full.
Aided by 1 double play.
And there's a big swing and a miss. Strike 3. Noddle will go down swinging once again. That'll be the 5th strikeout of the day for Mason Young.
27, Jackson Parsons.
And Jackson Parsons, the designated hitter, he'll come up to bat. He was hit his first time up. First pitch to him fouled off over towards the Viking dugout. Both Parsons and the man on deck, Skelton, were hit by pitches. Next pitch was outside for ball 1. Next pick, a check swing. He was able to hold up, though, ball 2. The 2-1 pitch from Young. This one will be grounded towards first baseman, but Young will scoop it up before it gets to Renfro. He'll take it himself and step on first base for out number 2.
Kind of a ball hog right there was Mason Young, as Brock Renfro was just waiting for the bag to get there, and Young says, nope, I'll take it.
Number 3.
Anything to make yourself look better. Brock's had quite a few years of baseball. Mason's going to go on ahead and do a little bit more. Taking up Brock's senior night a little bit. The first pitch to the lefty Skelton. Outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. The 1-1 pitch, almost the exact same pitch, strike 2. Targeting the outside part of the plate is Mason Young. All 3 of his pitches have been to the outside. There's another one, came in just a little bit too low, ball 2. The 2-2 pitch. Outside once again, ball 3. Mason now in his windup, and the 3-2. He goes inside this time, and they're going to say it's a ball, and Skelton will work a walk. Back to the top of the lineup go the Vikings with the catcher, Jermaine Townsend. He grounded out to the third baseman, Piet, his first time up. Big swing and a miss there for strike one.
His last time up, he grounded into a force out as Epler made a nice backhand in the hole and took the sure out at third base at the end of the second inning.
The 0-1 outside ball one.
Nice backhand stop there by Bart as he lunged to his right, keeping Skelton occupied down there at first base.
Mason now the 1-1 pitch. Inside corner, strike two. Mason looks over at first base. Skelton with a fairly large lead. But it'll be a swing and a miss strikeout. They'll throw it down to first and complete the strikeout to end the inning. The Cardinals lead 10-0. They head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Back here in 1 minute, you're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
A pitching change here at Barnes Field as the Vikings have called upon Jackson Parsons, who was their DH, to come to the mound. Mason Seiler will move over to second. The second baseman in the lineup has now been replaced by number 18, and that is Eli Wickens, who has moved out to right field.
Senior, number 16.
And we head to the bottom of the fourth, a 10-0 lead here for the Cardinals. And once again, here's Will.
Cardinals will send up Brody Eggleston to lead things off in this bottom of the fourth inning. First pitch to him, a strike on the outside part of the plate.
Now pitching for the Vikings, Jackson Parsons.
Cardinals, who scored 7 runs in the third inning. Next pitch to Brody, grounded over to the third baseman. Strong throw up and over to first. It gets past the first baseman. Brody will not go anywhere, though. He'll jog on back to first base.
Bryson Bard to the plate.
Number 22.
Looking for his
Bryson
first hit,
Bard.
0 for 2 so far on the day.
Only one of the Cardinals who has not been on base yet. He's also the only Cardinal who hasn't come in to score a run. Obviously, because he hasn't been on base. First pitch to him came in low for ball 1. Next pitch bounced short of home plate, ball 2. Bard struck out swinging his last time up. Here's the 2-0 pitch. This one is going to be sky high up on the infield. It'll work its way into foul territory, and the first baseman unable to make the catch once again. It'll roll over to the fence. He'll go over and grab it and throw it back in. The count now goes to 2-1. Parsons comes set and delivers. This one is going to be hit into left field. The left fielder coming in, and he makes the underhanded scoop catch for out number 1. Bard still unable to reach bases. He flies out to Denko.
Senior, number 8, Landon Piet.
Landon Piet now, the third baseman, comes to the plate. Brody Eggleston over at first. First pitch to Piet, and he fouls that one off of his own leg. It's his left leg. He's shaking it out a little bit. He returns to the batter's box. Here's the 0-1 delivery from Parsons. That ball almost got away. A good stop by Townsend once again. Count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 to Piet. Fouls this one back to the screen. Strike 2. Assuming the Cardinals do not score 5 runs, the Vikings will have to score at least 1 run in their next at-bat to continue the ball game. Next pitch outside, ball 2. The count evens out at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Piet. He fouls this one back to the screen. And we will redo the 2-2. On deck for the Cardinals, they'll go back to their top of the lineup with Andrew Young. He's been walked twice, scored both of those times, and he had a sacrifice bunt. This one is going to be tapped foul from Piet, staying alive. Count still at 2-2. Eggleston still down there at first base. Parsons checks on him, and now he comes set, and the 2-2 delivery. Outside ball 3, the count runs full. Here's the 3-2. Up high, ball 4. Piet works a walk. That'll push Eggleston down to second, and that'll bring up the leadoff man, Andrew Young.
Andrew Young 0 for 0 on the day officially. A walk, an RBI, 2 runs scored, and 4 stolen bases. A sacrifice fly.
That ball gets away. Cardinals hesitant to go, but they went on ahead and took second and third. The 1-0 pitch to Andrew. He's going to turn that one over to first base. He'll scoop it up, run on over to first, and get out number 2. Eggleston does score. So it'll be an RBI for Andrew Young.
Piet moves up to third.
It's funny, that's technically Andrew Young's first official at bat, and he's already scored 2 runs. Brock Renfro now batting for the Cardinals. That pitch outside, ball 1. The 11th run of the day for the Cardinals. Next pitch to Brock, gets away from the catcher. The runner will stay down at third.
A wise decision, I believe, here in a 11-0 ball game. Cardinals destined to win anyway. A little sportsmanship being shown here by the home team.
The 2-0 pitch to Renfro comes in high, ball 3. The 3-0 pitch, Renfro taking all the way. He will work a walk. Second time he's walked today. And the Cardinals will now send up the senior Luke Beverlin.
Senior, number 11, Luke Beverlin.
On deck is Mason Young. Renfro down at first. The pitch to Luke. He'll drive that one back up the middle. It bounces off the mound, and the second baseman, who was the pitcher last inning, Seiler, will scoop it up and just take a step on second base. That will end this 4th inning. So the Cardinals, they stranded 2. They also scored 1. Parkview has to score at least 2 runs to keep the game going in this top of the 5th inning. Coming up here in 1 minute, you're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Webb City Sports is sponsored by Nick Myers, certified public accountant, located in Webb City at 2nd and Main, next door to City Hall, offering tax preparation and planning for personal and business taxes. Plus, they offer bookkeeping services and QuickBooks setup and training services. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nick Myers CPA at 2nd and Main in Webb City, with offices also in Joplin and Anderson. More information online at nickmyerscpa.com or 417-673-4200.
When you buy an airline ticket and something unexpected comes up, you can use that ticket at another time, but you can't give it to another person. You can't fly in someone else's ticket. Well, the same goes for God. See, there's no way that you can get into heaven on someone else's ticket. God says each of us will give an account of himself. Jesus paid your way into heaven when he died on a cross for every wrong thing that you've ever done. Call 1-888-NEED-HIM. That's 1-888-NEED-HIM.
The Northwest Arkansas Naturals return home to Arvest Ballpark on Tuesday, May 6th, as they begin a 6-game homestand versus the Wichita Wind Surge. That goes through Sunday, May 11th. For ticket information, visit nwanaturals.com, a supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. Also want to remind you to download the KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club.
We will go to the top of the 5th. Parkview needs at least 2 to have the game continue. Mason Young back to the mound. 66 pitches on the afternoon. has limited the Vikings to 4 base hits.
Cooper Bullock.
Cooper Bullock has 2 of those 4 hits, as he's 2 for 2 on the day with a single to right and a single to center. Young, not fully gripped on a curveball, has it go over the head of Bullock for ball 1.
If I'm Mason Young here, I'm personally not going to get too fancy. Just go up there and put it in the zone. You don't really need to throw a lot of breaking pitches, I don't think.
Missing upstairs with a fastball, 2-0. Yeah, at this point you're looking for 3 outs. 3 outs, call it a good afternoon. No JV game, as once again I mentioned the Vikings with a very limited roster of only 12 players. This pitch popped up in the outfield. Shallow, Andrew Young coming in, almost shaking hands with the shortstop Cohen Epler as he puts it away for out number 1. So that's the first time Bullock has been put out today.
Number 6, Aiden Tessero.
Aiden Tessero, the center fielder, now up there. 1 for 1, a sacrifice bunt and a single. Watches that first pitch go by for a strike. 0-1 the count. Young's next offering. Down low at the plate.
Hit the umpire once again.
1 ball, 1 strike, as now Bard is going to walk the ball back out to his pitcher as a home plate umpire takes a moment here to catch his breath. We'll remind you that the Cardinals on the road over the weekend as they will head to Springdale, Arkansas tomorrow night. A 5 o'clock start down south, and then a long bus ride to Branson early on Saturday morning to take on the Pirates with a 10 o'clock first pitch. Back home next Tuesday will be our next opportunity to be on the air with you, as Ozark will come to town. And next Thursday we will be at Neosho as the Cardinals have a couple of games next week. Everybody reset. Mason Young with a 1-1 count here to Tesaro. Outside corner for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Mason Young delivers. And that's going to catch the outside corner for strike 3. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Cardinals 1 out away from a win. That's 1, 2,
Number 25, bases.
7 strikeouts on the day for Young. Seiler at the plate. 1 for 2, a single, and then grounded into a double play. That first pitch over for a strike. Young steps off for a moment. Bard flashes another set of signs. The 0-1, a breaking pitch, stays upstairs. Young still trying to get command of that off-speed pitch. The 1-1. This time he just rears back and fires. Missing upstairs, 2-1. At the plate, Mason Young extended his hitting streak to 7. Misses with the pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Seiler. Three and 1 the count. And he misses, giving up a 2-out walk, bringing Alessandro Danko back to the plate. Struck out looking and hit by a pitch in his first 2 plate appearances.
Number 23, Alessandro Danko.
Two runs in the first, 1 in the second, 7 runs in the third, 1 in the fourth. Puts us at 11-0 here as Young misses outside to Danko, 1-0. Cardinals just need 1 more out. Game 90 minutes long. Off the hands. Harmlessly foul over towards the Viking dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. .80 pitches on the day for Young. Now set at the belt. Fastball right down the middle. Top back to Young. He picks it up on a hop, tosses it over to Renfro, and the Cardinals have picked up their 10th win of the season. They take down the Parsons Vikings 11-0 here at Barnes Field. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout. We'll be back with the postgame show. You listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Who Hot Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at whohot.com.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City. 417-673-7272 or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Baseball card collecting can result in a great dividend. That's if you invest in the right cards. Often, their true value isn't realized until years later. So if you get rid of them too soon, you could be throwing treasure in the trash. We make the same mistake if we don't realize our worth and tend to throw ourselves away by making bad choices. But you are worth so much to Jesus. Learn why. Call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us live at needhim.org.
Back here at Barnes Field for our postgame show, brought to you by the Price Family Insurance and Financial Services in Crowder College. Webb City taking care of business today as they pick up win number 10 over the Parkview Vikings as their season continues on, and they fall to 0-18. A few pictures being taken now down on the field as all the seniors have gathered at home plate for one final picture. The Cardinals, 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 7 in the third, 1 more in the fourth, as they score 11 runs on only 6 hits. The big item of offense today, 13 stolen bases. The winner, Mason Young, as he went 5 innings, allowed 4 hits, had 7 strikeouts. We'll take a moment here and see if Coach Doning will join us as that picture opportunity photo op was finishing up. Nobody on the team had more than 1 hit today. everybody scored at least one time except for Bryson Bard. So 8 of the 9 position players scoring runs today. The Cardinals did what they had to do today, and they end up with the win. We'll have a couple of thoughts here from Will Hedrick as we continue to wait for Coach Doning.
Yeah, and kind of like you said, they got the job done. That was kind of the whole keys to winning. You're going up against a team that, you know, has been struggling, to put it lightly. There's really not anything that you should do differently, as we said, though. No matter what opponent you're facing, doesn't matter if they're an MLB team or a Pee Wee team. You're gonna just go in there with the same mindset. You're just gonna play ball and you're gonna do your thing. That's what the Cardinals did today, and good things happen when you do that.
Well, the Cardinals, as we mentioned, celebrating senior night here, is 9 different Cardinals finish out their careers for the Webb City, as those include Luke Beverland, Hudson Bird, Brody Eggleston, Cohen Epler, Landon Fletcher, Austin Miller, Landon Piette, Brock Renfro, and Andrew Young. 7 of those seniors into the game today. Actually, 8 of those, as Austin Miller got a pinch hit. Landon Fletcher unavailable for today's game, as he is scheduled to start tomorrow night in Springdale, so unable to squeeze an inning out of him as he will be in line to pitch. One more time here, the Cardinals 11-0 over the Parkview Vikings. We'll be back on the air next Tuesday as the Cardinals will welcome the Ozark Tigers. So for Will Hedrick, Luke Taylor back in our KNEO studios, this is Tim Workman. We'll return you to regular programming in touch with Charles Stanley. You've been listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.